Previously on Virtual Survivor.
Yeah, I can get Cody and Rue out, who I perceive as the biggest threats in this game.
My thought is it's Cody. It's either you or Cody.
So what is this about? I'm so confused.
Congratulations, Paul. You are safe tonight at the boat.
I can't trust them any further, so why not run with you?
My one thing was worrying people were gunning for me for challenges.
We'll do it. We'll do Rue. I'll leave the room now, too.
Pinky promises.
And the 8th person voted out. Virtual Survivor is Cody.
Cody.
Yeah.
Who we have burned, who said very harsh things. And
that was going to happen whenever it happened.
Yeah, he was definitely playing an interesting game. And I'm glad, I'm surprised it got him as far as it did. Yeah, I think everybody saw that coming.
I will say, because Cody is a convincing person, and I will say there were parts, he's convincing. So it's I'm not going to lie and say what he was selling probably was convincing a little bit, but I'll say what put me over, I think what I kind of went back to is that he said if I can make it past this next week, I'll throw the challenge and I'll get out next time. So don't even worry about it. And I just think that doesn't work for me.
Yeah, I think that was a lie. I really think I think that he was saying that because he was desperate. I smelled desperation in those rooms that I was in with him last week. But still, you even just the lie alone, it's oh yeah, you say you're gonna do that, but then I throw my immunity on you and then you backstab me next week. How does that play out? I'm kicking myself a little bit for how I played that. When we were having that conversation, a part of me was it'd be really funny if I played my immunity on Cody and just see how the chips fell. But I didn't, because I really couldn't trust Cody, and I really wanted to protect Jacoby because we started this game together. I want to end it together. But had I done that, then Rue would have been voted out, and I'd be sitting better now than I am. Dude, I got to win immunity. If I don't win immunity, I'm the odd guy out. I hope Jacoby and I still have that tight bond. To me, Rue and Rob are kind of impenetrable. I think jury-wise, I'm doing fairly well, but that's not going to matter if I don't make it past this week.
You can tell me if you want or not. Were you the second vote for me?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay,
100%.
I figured it was. I figured that's what makes sense.
Dude, yeah, man. Listen, we had that conversation. It's dude, I'm leaning towards you just because you win all of these damn challenges. I
haven't won one in a minute, which
no, but still, you're always second, or you're orbiting. You are probably the biggest threat. Rob, I don't know, just because I haven't been able to sit in a room with Rob alone. But out of all of us left, I think I fear you the most.
I knew I was on the chopping block, but I had at least a little inkling that I think Cody was going before I was, and I was glad I was right. Fall for me. I think whatever happens, I at least have his respect. So if I'm in the bottom, if I'm in the finals, he'd vote for me. That would probably be the ideal world, but I think anybody going home that isn't me is ideal at the moment now.
My strategy has been to sow a lot of chaos and keep some strong players against each other and ultimately be a deciding factor for the votes, which I think I have been for actually a lot of them. But in this case in particular, when Cody was like, hey, let's pinky promise to get him out, like get Rue out. And I thought, like, yes, this could be a good move. Like, two things sort of changed that. One is what I have been telling everybody. I know Cody is so good at this that he could easily manipulate and go through these things, and he'll say whatever it wants, and he could wiggle his way to the top very easily. But then also try to sow some sort of discontent. Now, if Paul votes for Rue, and now it's like I voted for Cody there, then maybe that's some beef between them that they can, and I can continue to go on. Like a lot of my things that could blow up in my face. I don't know Robert's game, but I know Rue is so charming and he has some on his back. Like, and I know Paul is just playing is a pretty solid game that I'm trying to control and like influence him as him being like the shield of the one who's doing all this stuff. But I've earned his trust so much that I've been able to go far. I guess I would want Rue to go home now.
Hey, Jacobs.
How's it going? How you feeling? Final four.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how anything goes. I guess my only thought is let's not let Paul win a challenge.
Yeah,
that's kind of the main thing. If Paul doesn't win, we're fine. If Paul makes it, that's going to be like a split vote, at least, if not in his favor.
Cody is voting for Paul, as he said as much. I think that's what he said very repeatedly over
yeah,
and over.
I mean,
if we voted
we all parts him. So
yeah, you think you can beat Rue? I don't think I can beat Rue.
I didn't think that until we did the who's most likely to do what game. I got the majority of the votes for that, which surprised me. I didn't think so. I don't know if I can beat you. You're someone who knows how to sell things.
We're all good, all three, but Rue, you and me are debaters, right? Like, I'm sure we can probably do things. You've been with Rue ride or die for like from the beginning here, at least because you're on the same team and you go there. So I know it'd be hard to ask to be like, if you're playing so close with Rue, then you might want to consider, distancing yourself from Rue. I'm not saying that chivalristically. I just want, I want Rue out eventually because I want to win this, and I'm sure you do too.
Honestly, until you get to the final three, it's hard to not have the tunnel vision, to not just think about how do I get to the next week, and then how you discuss with everybody who's on the jury why it is that you deserve to win.
Guys, final four. That's crazy. We're going to get into this challenge. I've asked everyone to bring a cup. Please do me a favor. Robert, you may want to remove your hat. Jacoby, you may want to tilt your headphones back. Everyone flip your cup upside down and please place it atop your head. All right, gentlemen. I haven't really needed to explain the rules. It seems like you've picked it up. I'm going to count down from 10. When I say go, you are not allowed to touch the cup on your head. I will be asking you to do various things throughout this challenge. If at any point in time the cup falls off your head, you are eliminated. The last one standing in this challenge will win immunity at the final four. 3, 2, 1. All right. If at any point your hand touches the cup or the cup falls off your head, you are out. How's your day going? Everyone has a pen in front of them? Cool. Why don't everyone just show me taking the pen in one hand and transfer it to the other? Nice and simple.
Pen fell off.
Robert is the first one eliminated. You all are still, the game is still on. So if the cup falls at any point, you are out. All right. Now, if everyone could just take the pen in one hand, put it between your two fingers, and transfer it to your last two fingers, only using one hand. People struggling more than others. All right, you all have a piece of paper in front of you, yes?
Yes.
Please write down the first 4 letters of your name and show the camera. I said that because one of you only has 4 letters. Jocko, Amar, Paul. All right, everyone. Should we kick it up a notch?
Sure.
I'm going to need everyone to stand up and sit back down, please.
What if I'm butt naked?
Are you?
Maybe. You want to find out?
If we all try to stand up and sit back down, it's like if it's like
you have 30 seconds to complete this. If you haven't stood all the way up and then sat back down, you are out. Maru's already got 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. Paul, you're good. 24, 23, 22. Toby's good. All right. We are good. Everyone, please stick out your arm. Touch your nose.
Forward. Oh, okay.
Touch it like 5 times.
does.
Full extend back and forth. Jacoby does look a little bit like, well, not Aladdin. He looks like a boot.
Yes.
I look like what? I look like the monkey. Is what you're telling me?
All right, everyone, please stand up. Do a full 360 and sit back down. You will have 30 seconds starting now. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21. Paul is good. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. Rue is good. 12, 11, 10. Jacoby is good. You are good. All right, good stuff.
I saw that my wife was recording me from the living room, so this will be a fun playback.
I imagine it will be, yeah. All right. So how's your day going now? It's gonna get worse.
It is great.
It is. All right, I'm gonna need everyone to stand up and stay standing, and then I will give you your next instruction. Please make sure there's a little bit of room in front of you, if that is possible.
How much
Great.
room do we need?
Enough to lift your knee up, because here is the challenge. I'm gonna need you all to hold your arm out at waist level, your hand out just like this, and you are going to need to touch your knee to your hand without lowering your.
Oh shit! My chair's in the way. Like how we?
I can see it. Just hold out your hand. We'll be able to see your knee.
Okay.
Rue just did it. Rue's good.
I'm too tall.
That works. Jacoby, you're good.
You saw mine,
I
right?
missed.
Okay.
Rue just did it. Rue's good.
I'm too tall.
That works. Jacoby, you're good.
You saw mine, right?
I missed. People looking much more comfortable. People looking much more comfortable.
Now we just only at the top of this.
All right, guys, you are very good at this. Didn't see this coming. You're going to have, let's say, 45 seconds to flip the cup to the other side, please. And at the end of 45 seconds, same rules apply. It's currently on the large side facing down. I need you to flip it to the small side facing down.
So we have 45 seconds to practice, essentially.
45
right?
seconds. Yep, I'm going to start counting now. 45.
No.
30 seconds.
The camera is tilted, which makes me think I'm tilted, but I'm not. That makes it more challenging.
20 seconds.
Okay, I'm going to wait for a second then.
10 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There goes Jacoby. Jacoby is out. We have a showdown between Amaru and Paul.
And the two balls.
The two ball.
Let's
go, baby!
Paul wins.
Let's go!
Middle four. Paul is
Let's go, baby!
Paul is safe
Woohoo!
and will be in the final 3. Paul, congratulations. We're gonna bring everybody back, but
I hated that.
well done.
I could feel it wasn't safe and I couldn't figure it out.
Paul, congratulations on winning immunity. I think for the second time. Second immunity. Paul is safe. Paul is moving on to the final 3. For the rest of you, someone goes home tonight. I'll give you some time to discuss who that is. But congratulations, Paul, and I will see you all at Tribe.
Congratulations.
Dude, and I literally, I wasn't going to shave my head tonight, but I was like, you know what? I've been in the hospital for the last 2.5 days. Let me feel better about myself. And I think that's what, dude, I was able to almost twist it and go like that.
I hated that challenge.
Oh, well. All right.
Jacoby, you want to go to the?
Sure. Let's go.
Sure.
Rob,
Cool.
finally get some time
Yeah.
with one another.
I really don't know how this is gonna go. Honestly,
Yeah.
I hitched my wagon to Rue, and I don't know
Yeah.
if that's gonna play out
Yeah.
well. So.
I told Rue when you went and interview, Rue was like, "Hey, were you the second vote for me?" And I was like, "Absolutely, dude. I told you last week or 2 weeks ago, you were probably one of the most competent ones here." I was like, "Dude, you're a threat." Like, I had to take a shot when I thought I could. I probably got to go with him again. I've got nothing against you, and Jacoby's my road dog, so I'm probably leaning his way.
That's fair.
Unless like Jacoby were to turn on me somehow and like outwardly come out and say, "No, dude, not at all." Like, I think I fear you and Rue as a unit.
It's just really about who you're worried the most about.
Oh, and it's Rue in a heartbeat. I think you're second, Jacoby's third.
Jacoby's in a little bit of a bind with regards to how the previous 2 weeks sort of played out.
Oh, yeah,
but
and how he definitely.
They are a unit themselves and are
Rue and Jacoby?
They're a team. They're a team. They play together. They're a trivia team together.
So Rob, do you think you're on the hot seat?
I could be. I don't know.
If you think those 2 votes are going to you, we can force a tie if you lump with me.
Yo.
Rue, I'm probably going you, man.
Okay.
You like I said 10, 15 minutes ago, you were my biggest threat. You know, we go to that end. I think you're beating me in a tribal. I might be persuaded. I might be persuaded to vote Rob. I have nothing. Jacoby's my road dog. He's coming with me to the end.
That's the question.
I fear you and Rob as a unit. I fear you more as an individual because you are more competent in your game and in your performances. But like that's where I'm sitting. Like I may be able to be persuaded on Rob, but you're my biggest threat right now.
Yeah, so it's the same. The only thing I would say about Rob is you at least have with me going into the final 2. Cody's not voting for me.
Yeah.
Cody's voting for Rob. Or at least he is more like you had me in there, he's going your way. 100%. You have Rob in there, he can be persuaded, and Cody might be the.
I don't know because the way Cody spun, he said you both turned on him. So I think that
Rob did or Jacoby did.
Yeah. So Cody was like, Rob and Rue turned on me. They sold. We made a unit. They both negged out.
Oh yeah, after a while. So because he's mad. I know he's mad. What I'm saying is, I think he's madder at Jacoby and I than he is Rob.
Yeah, I hear you.
So that's it. That's not like
what. So Rob fears you and Jacoby as a unit, and he thinks he's on the hot seat.
All 3 of us are on the hot seat in one way or another here. Me and Jacoby are teammates in trivia.
Oh, gotcha. That's what he had mentioned. But he spun it in a way where he was like that you and Jacoby was a unit, and here that he had feared. Because I was under the assumption it was you and Rob and then Jacoby and I, but now he's kind of like, and I guess like he did, it was me, Cody, and Jacoby. We were like, listen, let's all take a shot at Rue. I think we can do it. And then Jacoby flipped and voted Cody. So I can see how that could work. It'll be interesting how this shakes out. I think Jacoby I hope he's safe because he's my road. He's coming with me to the end. But I could be persuaded on Rob. I want to talk to Jacoby and see where he sits. It's probably like 75 you, 25 Rob in this current moment.
For me going in with Rob is the scariest. That is the biggest for me. That is the biggest coin.
Why though? You're more competent at the
more personality, like vote wise. So like Liam and GC, I don't know. I have no idea between me and Rob who they would vote for. I do not know. So that's why I'm a little like, I'm not sure. I want to keep Rob with me. I'm not sure I want to keep Jacoby with me either, just because I also, same way, I don't know who's going to vote either way. So I'm kind of,
where are you? If you had to vote in this current moment, whose name would you say?
That's the thing. I'm literally going to not know which name I'm putting down till right when they ask.
I have 2 things to say. One, I know I pinky promised that we'd vote for Rue last time, and I'll tell you what changed my mind. Is while we were there in Tribal of Cody just ripping into Rue relentlessly, like just at it. And in my mind, and like I know tactically Rue was the stronger vote there, but honestly, I was like, I cannot do another week of that. But in this case, you have ultimate power. You can do what you want. I'm going to vote for Rue this time.
Dude, that's what I'm thinking, man. I told him flat out too. I was like, man, I'm probably leaning 75 you, 25% Rob. Rob said that you and Rue had a thing going on, and that scared him. And he said that you guys were trivia partners.
We are trivia partners, but like outside of this. But the two things I'll say to that: one, I know how fucking good he is. Dude,
he's gonna kick our asses.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote for Rue. I've had to get by your good graces, you know. So
he said that he hitched his wagon with Rue, and he doesn't know how that was gonna play out. I told Rue I'm voting for Rue, and I told Rob I'm voting for Rue. So you're the last piece.
I'm voting for Rue.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest with you, I do see you as a huge threat. And if you didn't have immunity and like Robert had immunity and it was like between you, that would be a huge sort of
pull,
right. I think Rue and you are like the two,
right?
Like
you two are like, I'd hope we'd
at that point, we would be able to work it out. But I'm just saying, like, I would see you two as more of a threat than Robert.
How'd your conversation with Rue go? Did you tell him flat out?
What are you thinking?
I wanted Paul to lose.
Yeah.
You know, that would have been the easiest thing. You're an honest person. I'm going to be honest with you. You're a very tough competitor. You know, do I think I can beat you at the end? No. Do I think I can beat Robert at the end? A little bit better than you. But
I think me versus Robert and me versus you is going to be a coin flip for different reasons. Because Cody doesn't want to vote for either of us if we're in the final two. So that's going to be a weird thing.
Yeah.
And then between me and Robert, it's like, ooh, who do you pick between me and Robert? Because between me and Paul, I think Paul would win if he goes up against anybody.
I understand. Robert has been your technical ride or die in this match, it seems like, from the beginning. Like he is the person next to you this whole time. And so what I will say, as obviously someone with not altruistic intentions here, because I want to keep going too, I don't think you want to go with somebody who you've been next to the whole time. Because everything that you do with them, you're going to be like, he'll be like, yeah, I was right there with that decision. And in this case, because I know I have a feeling I might be a little bit in danger here, but I would pose it's Robert would be who I would want to go with, because I want to stick around a little bit longer, and because I think getting Robert out helps your game a little bit better, because as you said, it's a coin flip. Either way, we're screwed against Paul. Like, we got to do something against Paul. All three of us have a trouble against Paul.
It's still a coin flip until I go to the room. I'll probably run this conversation back before we go in, because he said we got a while.
Could be dangerous for me because I just let three people go into the room, and he said to skip Jacoby. Let's see if I can get my way out of this one. I guess the two big questions: what are you thinking, and what do you think Paul is thinking? Because Paul has a lot of power.
Paul informed me that he was probably going to vote for Rue. He was Rue's second vote last week.
Cody did convince him to vote for Rue.
Yeah, I think he feels amongst the three of us that Rue is the biggest challenge for him.
He did, and maybe I made a mistake of keeping, because I was a deciding vote there. Because last week, if I voted for Rue, the Rue would have gone home, but I just
we'd be in an easy spot where we would just vote Cody up.
I might have made that little bit of a tactical error there. Maybe I'm hoping to rectify it this time. Obviously, we're all throwing out everybody else's names because there's only four of us. But you know, I think Rue is dangerous, and
he is.
But my vote is either for Rue or for you, right? And I'm sure you want me to vote for you. And if Paul is voting for Rue, then I might follow that. I might follow through on that.
I think he would feel the most relieved and confident if Rue was gone. I don't think he thinks that about us, because he was talking about if you two voted for me, then we could vote for Rue, and then we have a tie, and then
I think Rue helps your game. It helps, but I'm not saying that obviously out of the kindness of my heart. It helps all of our games, you know?
What I'm thinking is that with Paul getting to the three, I think we're all fucked anyway.
Do you have any idea what you're doing?
I mean, I have some thoughts, but like, I don't feel good. I talked to Paul. He indicated, like, based on how he's voted before, how he might go. Jacoby said things, but Jacoby has said things and then switched on people. So that concerns me. We've talked about making it to the final 3, but you also have a deep weld connection with Jacoby. So
yes. I mean, we have no other choice. It's one of us 3 are not going to be here.
It's you or Jacoby for me, just like it's me or Jacoby for you, just like it's you or me for Jacoby. No bullshitting. I think you think I'm the bigger threat to you than Jacoby in terms of voting.
I don't know.
Okay.
I honestly don't.
Okay.
Because on the other end, also Paul, like, say we get Paul out. Jacoby's his due to the end. Paul is voting for Jacoby. What happens if there's a tie? That's the other question.
Then we have to vote again, I think. Yeah, then it becomes interesting. Honestly, a tie is quite possible.
Think about Jacoby. I think I got to try to just get that tie going. And I would need you to vote for Jacoby for it to go that way. That would have to be it. Like, the only other thing could be if I vote Jacoby, you vote for Jacoby, and Jacoby somehow votes for you, then Jacoby's going, and then at least that gets Paul's road dog out of it.
Yeah, and a forced tie, then I don't know how we. Yeah. I've said what I need to say.
All right, final 4. Welcome to Tribal. Paul, you won your second challenge. You are safe. You are in the final 3. How does that feel?
It feels good. Listen, I'm heating up when I need to. Just got to take it a week at a time. 1-0 every week.
Is it that simple, Jacoby? Just win immunity till the end, and you're the winner, or?
I feel like that's a good strategy, but that's only really applies like if you're good at challenges. It seems like haven't really done super great at challenges, so it's easy for some. Maybe the people who don't have a lot of hair to balance cups. But
Lou, it sounds like Paul and Jacoby think winning challenges is a big part of what's going to win this game. But at the end of the day, it's kind of up to what the people on the jury, which will include at least one of you, to decide why they want to vote for someone. And everyone on the jury could say, who cares who won challenges? Yeah, Paul's bald. That's why he won that challenge. So I'm not voting for him for that. So at the end of the day, challenges may mean nothing. What else do you think the jury could be taking into consideration?
Well, we know certain people are going to be taking how they felt they got treated in this game, for one. Previous alliances will also feel like we'll go into it.
Robert, is there a reason to vote someone out now other than I can't beat them?
I think that's the prevailing reason, but I think if you feel comfortable enough with how you've, I want to say used, but how you've come together as an alliance to get to this point, if you feel that that's still beneficial to you, then you could still think about the people who are on the outside of that and then still use that as a template for deciding how to vote.
4 of you left. All of you have done things to get far enough in the game so that you all are threats enough. But at the end of the day, someone's got to go home. Paul, as the only one who's safe, do you think we might have a split vote tonight?
Listen, based on the last couple weeks, I've gone into Tribal thinking one thing and hearing another. So, listen, anything's possible. I think my gut tells me no, but like I said, I think anything's possible.
But with that, it is time to vote. Amaru, please head to the interview room.
Love you, buddy. But I'm voting for Jacoby.
I've got to vote for Rue. I voted for him last time we convened, and I got to stick with him.
I'll make this one more short and sweet. I'm voting for Rue. Let's see how Robert votes.
I hate this. This is not where I wanted to be at.
All right, gentlemen, I have the votes. Good time to note that in the event of a tie, we will revote. The 2 people with the most votes will not vote. If we are tied again, the 2 people tied with the most votes will move into a trivia challenge. Winner of the challenge would move on. The loser of the challenge would be eliminated. Let's get to the votes. Vote number 1. Amaru. Jacoby. It's 1 vote Amaru, 1 vote Jacoby. Amaru. That's 2 votes Amaru, 1 vote Jacoby, 1 vote left. And the 9th person voted out fourth member of the jury is Amaru.
Well, gentlemen, all three of you are gentlemen and scholars. I was hoping to get a tie going, but it didn't happen. But hey, it is what it is. I can't think of three gentlemen who deserve it less. If I said that right. Good stuff.
Next time on the season finale of Virtual Survivor.
I've been able to kind of write this story.
Final three. You made it this far. I'm going to have to raise those anxiety levels just a little bit more.
Let me see if I can maybe win this internet reality show.
Gentlemen, we're going to take it back to where it all began.
Tribal council is supposed to be a time where you plead your case and put it on the line.
No way! No way!